All right, not sure how long we've been live, but here we go. Welcome everybody to the Midas Web channel. I'm glad you're here. Question for you. Do you meet a lot of great people out in the world when you're networking and sharing your business? Are all of those people clients or future clients? Are they all referral agents? Are they all just people you want to keep in front of? When we go out networking, we meet great people and we have to make sure that our follow up is appropriate for them. So today we're talking about nurture campaigns and how they are different for the different types of people that you meet. Hi, I'm Monique Carlisle with Midas Web. I am the business optimization and automation specialist, and my job is to scale businesses. We come on every day at 12 noon to bring tips, tricks, strategies that fuel your business, and you can implement them immediately to achieve great things. We then take that wonderful strategy and we fulfill it with an AI tool. Sometimes we've used ChatGPT, Perplexity AI. I've shown a little bit of Canvas AI tools. Whatever's appropriate, we're going to bring it to you. Then we take that great strategy that we now have fulfilled and we implement it with our automation system. Here at Midas Web, we use the high level system and it is fantastic. We absolutely love it. And so you'll get a sneak peek at how the power of the high level system in just a few moments. Now, if you're already using the high level system, or you're interested in learning more about anything we talk about today, click the link below. Join us in our open office hours where you can talk about anything and everything from AI to business to your own high-level platform. We are here to help you learn and implement great strategies to grow your business. So let's get started. So today we're talking about buckets of people. This is a good way to think about the people you interact with because it helps you kind of segment the type of follow-up that you need. You're going to go networking or you're going to work with a client. Even this applies to anybody, or you're at the grocery store or you're out dancing and having a good time with buddies and you meet somebody and you immediately know, okay, maybe not immediately, but pretty quick into the conversation, you're going to realize what kind of person you're interacting with. If you're a B2B business owner, you're going to recognize very quickly if you're speaking to a fellow business owner. That's a potential client. Or you're going to recognize that you're speaking with somebody who's not a business owner, but maybe they're high up in their company, or they know the business owner they work for, or they're just in the general workforce and they are a step to the right people as a client. Those would be referral agents. And then you have just great people that you need your expertise. Maybe they'll never be a client because you're B2B, but they want to be a future business owner. And so whatever service you're offering, they want to keep in touch with that. So these different buckets are very, very valuable. So let's take a more classic example. Let's go networking. You go to a networking event and you meet some people and they're potential clients. Whether you're a B2C or B2B, that's bucket one. People that could buy from you, people that need to know about your product, about your service, who need to build the know, like, and trust relationship so that they do spend their time, money, and energy with you. So clients, bucket one. Bucket two, not clients. Your not client bucket is going to include your referral agents as well as your business partners, which may or may not be referral agents. And then you've got kind of everybody else. So let's kind of break down that bucket a little bit more. So who are referral agents? Referral agents are people who are in a different industry, but work with the same types of people. So you both are working with the same client base. You're looking for the same people. You might be in similar industries. A landscaper and a roofer. Those are similar industries in that they work with homeowners and they help make the house safe, beautiful, all those great things. An interior designer and a realtor. They both work with the homeowner and they work with getting the home aesthetically ready for various reasons. So interior designers might do a little bit more for like the one who stays, but they could also work with those realtors who are getting their houses ready to sell and do a lot of staging. So referral agents, those types of people really need to build the know and like relationship with you as a business owner so that they feel comfortable referring people to you. They may not ever spend money on your business, but they can send you business, people that they know that would be great clients for you. So that is a whole nother bucket. You're not trying to convince them to purchase from you. You are trying to build that know and like and trust relationship on a more personal level. So that's bucket 2, referral agents. And then you've got bucket 3, which are maybe those people that may or may not know somebody. It's kind of like everybody else, networking partners, just business relationships. Do not really fall into the client, do not really fall into the referral agent. It's kind of like the everybody else. They may run into somebody who can use your business. They may not. Those are kind of like the everybody else. And I will say, we are only talking about the people you want to keep in front of. You are going to meet people that rub you the wrong way. So, side note, you have no obligation to continue that relationship with that person if they rub you the wrong way. You get to choose your friends and your tribe and your business partners just like you do in your life. They will find their tribe. So I want to encourage you. You don't have to please everybody. You don't have to follow up with everybody. So you want to really focus on what your buckets are. If you have a lot of products and services, you might even break your client bucket down even more into your different products and services because you know what they're appropriate for. But for today, we're just going to talk about those 3 buckets: clients, referral partners, and everybody else. And we want to create a nurture campaign that's appropriate for each of those. So clients are trying to be sold. Okay, you're trying to earn their money. Referral partners, you're trying to earn their trust so that they refer you. And then everybody else, you're just kind of generally keeping that relationship going. So we are going to do this with ChatGPT. All right. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump in. All right, so we are on ChatGPT and we are basically going to create those 3 buckets of nurture campaigns. And then we're going to set it up with automation. So act as an expert. We need an industry. Let's see, we've done salons, we've done pet grooming. Let's do IT. So act as an expert, IT. Oh, let's go back and let's do landscapers because we did mention that earlier today. So act as an expert landscaper who owns a business providing landscape services to homeowners. All right, so we're setting up our role. Always set up your role. And we actually might want to change. Let's change this. And the reason I'm changing it is because we're doing marketing. Act as an expert marketer with expertise. Okay, so we're cleaning this up. So your prompting is going to take a moment sometimes. Act as a digital marketing specialist. I have to figure out the right words. With expertise in the landscaping business, who helps business owners build the know, like, and trust relationship with homeowners okay, I need 3 email campaigns, 1 for potential clients, so that's bucket 1, 1 for referral partners, such as roofers and realtors, and 1 for my general networking community. All right, so from here, we have a choice to make. You can tell it to go at this point, and it will probably create you 3 or 4 emails for each of those campaigns. But I want a year-long nurture. So I'm going to tell it not to create anything. I'm going to tell it do not, actually, I'm going to tell it what I want first. Please create a list of 12 email headlines, subject lines for each type of let's see, we'll make that an S. Okay, 1 for each type of person I am targeting. I will approve the subject lines. And then we will write emails. Do not write any emails right now. Okay, so I have told it exactly what I want, 12 email subject lines for each of my people, and not to write the emails immediately. Now you can do a lot more with this prompt. You can tell it the tone, the style, the length. You can tell it the type of word choice. So keep it casual, keep it technical. You can tell it to be salesy, not salesy. There's a whole lot that you can do to modify your prompt and even moving into the next stage. So we are not going to take this much farther because we have done a lot of ChatGPT with emails. So this is just another way to get your email campaigns up and running. All right. So what we would do at this point is we would always read through and say, these are great, or I like numbers 1, 3, 5, and 7. So you would pick them and then have GPT go ahead and write those for you. So as an example, I love these. Please create the potential client emails. All right. So it's going to run through that. We're not going to sit here. You can navigate off the screen. We're going to jump into high level, and I'm going to show you how to set up that automation. So we are over here in our sandbox, and you have 2 ways of setting up your email nurture campaigns. You can do it directly in automations, or you can create the email template. So if we want to do it directly in the automation, which I like to do, is we're going to start from scratch. Oh, I am getting ahead of myself. We'll come back to this in a second. What we want to do first is we want to create a form that allows us to put these people into buckets. So I'm actually going to go to sites first. Got a little ahead of myself. And we're going to go to forms, and we're going to go to builder. And you may have seen this form before, and it is the new contact entry form. That's how we call it. You can, of course, name it whatever you want. And what this is it allows you to create your buckets. So puts all of your client information. We typically do the first meeting location, but we can turn that off and close that out. And then initial contact. This is where we would put all of those buckets that you want. So potential client, networking, referral partner, and all of those. So we're going to go ahead and save this. And I'm going to show you how to turn this contact form into an automation. If you're wondering how to create this, you just click the plus button over here, scroll down. They have made it super, super easy. You can choose checkboxes, radio buttons, single choice drop down or multi-choice drop down, and all of these other custom fields. So it makes it a lot easier to quickly create these custom fields. And then when you click on options, you can make your edits right here. So super, super easy and fast. I love, love, love that they have now put it super, super accessible to do these things. I like this piece too, spread to columns. If you click that, you can tell it to become 2 columns, and now you've got 2. The reason it looks funny that way is because I have it at 150% width, so I can spread it out, and I can say, and I can have it spread like that. So very, very awesome for those custom forms. All right, so now we're going to go and we're going to create those segments. So back under automations, we're going to use what's called an if-else statement. So I'm going to go back to the new workflow we were just working in. All right. New contact form processing. All right, so the trigger is going to be that form that we created. Form is new contact entry. Okay, so when we submit this new contact entry, it will trigger this processing. Now I'm going to use the if else. If else is a super powerful segmenting tool within your workflows. So I'm going to choose that my contact details were a custom field. Okay, so I'm down in the custom fields. Got to scroll down. You can also, I think, type in. Does it let you type? Yes. So you can even type in, if you know what your custom field is called, you can type that in. So initial contact type is, and now I've got those buckets that I showed you. So if it's a networking, and I want to copy this above here, this is what's going to appear on the screen so that you know exactly what you're building out. So networking connection, we can push the easy button from here and duplicate. And we'll just change networking to referral agent. And we can do as many as we need. And we'll say hot lead. Okay, so whatever your buckets are, now we have these 3 columns, and then of course none. So if you didn't select, or it wasn't one of these 3, it would go down this one. So how do we build these out? We're just going to add, what I would do here is I would actually build out individual email campaigns as individual workflows. So networking connection, we're going to use the add to workflow. So using the add to workflow, do we have one? Okay, so we have monthly newsletter. That might be appropriate for all of them, some of them. So we just choose the workflow that's going to be appropriate, add to, and then change your action name, monthly newsletter. All right, now it's not going to end the workflow here if you keep going. So this doesn't, just because they're being added to another workflow, doesn't remove them from this workflow. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to put an email here, this email would go to the client, which was held onto this form. And so we can put an email template. We can say it's a standard, hello. And so the contact will actually enter through the form, get segmented by networking connection, add to the monthly newsletter campaign, and then keep going. So this does not remove them from the workflow. If you wanted to remove them from this workflow or any others, there's a remove workflow action, and you can choose it to be the current workflow, another workflow, all others except this one. So if this is like the ultimate one, like your master workflow, you want everything funneling here, you might have this happen at the top. Or maybe they went on to D&D and they want to be, and you need to remove them from everything, then you can choose all workflows and it will remove them. So that's, again, a very powerful action. And then you just build this out with your any other emails, internal notifications. I like adding an internal notification to let me and my team know. Let's say to all users, or you can choose particular users depending on the bucket. If it's a referral partner, maybe they need to work with a specific person within your company who onboards and discusses the referral relationship, and maybe you have that affiliate link that you need to send them. You're offering them a bonus, and they need to be explained all the perks of being a referral partner. You might send that to a single person. If it's a hot lead, maybe you send it straight to your sales team. If it's a networking, maybe it gets to you. There's lots of different ways to segment this out. So I'm just going to say all users and new networking connection. And then you would just fill in your message here. And then you just build out each of these. Again, I would not build the actual 1 year nurture campaign inside this workflow. This is simply to process that contact form. Hit save, hit publish, and you are good to go. I hope that was helpful and enlightening to you. If you have any questions about this or anything else in your high-level system, click the link below. Join us for open office hours where you can ask about your business, and we are here to help you grow. Hope to see you in there, and I will see you later. Bye now.